Sage, dass man in seinem Leben Unterstützung den Studenten, ich glaube, es ist einer der wichtigsten. When I was studying abroad, you kind of go through like an ebb and flow of like comfortableness. When you first get there, you're like, this is super awesome in a new place and whatever, and then you get this huge bout of homesickness because everything's super different. And then one day, probably early March, it just snapped. And then like I just got everything, like German made a bunch of sense. I was able to talk to people. I didn't have to do English for anything. It just kind of, everything fell into place. So I don't know how to like describe that, but like once that moment happened, that's when I knew that studying abroad was worth it. Coming back, I could definitely tell a difference in my friends that had studied abroad and the ones that hadn't, just in like the way that time had passed for us. Like for me, I felt like that semester in the summer was super transformative, and I learned a bunch, and then I came back and all my friends were in the same spot before they left. They hadn't like matured, they hadn't like tackled anything else, they just kept doing their normal classes. So like looking back, I probably learned more in that 7 months than I have in most of my college career, just about myself and about people and just about life, I guess. So I would just like really say thank you that it's you're making like these like monumental changes in people's lives possible, because I guess I know by myself I wouldn't have been able to foot like the $16,000 bill that it was to study abroad for the time that I did. And I know some people go a lot longer than that, but I know it's not possible to do things like that without financial aid support or support from donors or supportive parents. Danke schön.